back in the day in the Michael Jackson concerts, there was a hired dancer who was pretty much the opposition of Michael. And if that isn't a Harlem Globetrotters, Washington Generals comparison, like Michael Jackson,
he's supposed to challenge him to like dance battles.
He's supposed to challenge him to a Michael Jackson off. And Michael Jackson obviously washes him every night.
Damn.
But this was his job to
so he's the heel.
Yes.
He's the heel.
Yes.
He's supposed to lose.
Yes.
Damn, that's crazy. So they would just jack off on stage, huh?
Exactly.
See who could be a better jack.
Yes.
That's what's up. That's crazy. I didn't know that. That's kind of fire. But I don't know. That's how I always feel. Like I'm scared to challenge Chris Brown to a dance battle because I know everyone's just gonna vote him as better. Even if I dance my ass off, he's the dancing guy.
You're like a dancing ass nigga.
Yeah. He's still the dancing guy.
Even if you kill it, you could destroy, and you guys, the best you could do is tie.
Yeah.
The best you could do is, y'all both killed it.
You did your thing. Yeah, exactly. It's like the Jake Paul Floyd Mayweather. Like, it was gonna be a draw or some shit.
Yeah.
They weren't gonna give a clear winner.
The
or
best he
whatever.
could do was go to distance.
Yeah, exactly. And people actually respected him for it afterwards. I know I did. I was like, oh, this fool fought with Mayweather and didn't get accidentally punched out or something. You know?
Exactly.
Which is cool. Well, shit. I guess now's the time to start.
All right, cool.
Hey, well, welcome everybody to another episode of Luke Kane Kicking It. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Luke Kang. We're with Shawnee Mac every week, and we got some sad news, man.
I was paused for a second because I was thinking. I was like, damn. I specifically got a soundboard for this, and I forgot to tell you about it.
Really?
But it's coming.
There we go. Hey, we don't know. We might not have a place to record, but we're going to have a soundboard, and that's what matters. We're going to have sound effects.
When you lose a door, you open a window.
Yep, and sometimes you got to get the fuck out that window before the people come back, and they're like, yo, who the fuck's been in my house? So that's exactly what we're doing. We're getting the fuck out of here before people start realizing their DVDs have been missing.
Hey. Who cares about those DVDs, huh?
You're not going to miss them.
Take the DVD and leave the case. That's how you get away.
Oh, that's smart.
Exactly.
You ever have people do the scam where you get a Redbox DVD and you take off the little sticker and you put it on another CD and then you return your scratch CD to the Redbox and you get to keep the DVD?
I've conceptually thought about it, but I've never gone through with the action to see if it works.
Karma?
Not because of karma, just because, I don't know, I just wasn't that hip.
I would just feel
Redbox
bad.
was a weird time because, like, when Redbox was out, YouTube was kind of new. Like when Redbox first came out.
So was Netflix.
And Netflix kind of being new. Yeah.
Netflix was still sending DVDs.
Send it to you.
And that's why Redbox was viable. And then they went to streaming, and then we were all just like collectively like, my bad, dog. We didn't know.
Yeah, because once I started watching stuff on the internet, it seemed dumb. I couldn't even think of going to get a DVD.
Well, what about video games? I used to still, when the DVDs went away, I used to still rent video games. But now you could they have like basically Netflix subscriptions to video games now.
Really?
You could just download like, let's say Xbox Game Pass. What's up? You could download Xbox Game Pass and just whatever games they have like in for the month, you just download them.
And use backslash
code. Code Luke Kane Kicking It for 10% off.
For 10 schmepples off.
Yeah, you get 10 extra Google points.
You get 10 love me long time points.
Those come in handy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you'll go for 10 more minutes for free?
Yep.
All right, come here. I think I can get another one out.
Extra GTA bucks for the strip club? Nah, but yeah, so you can rent games now.
Really?
And just like download them. So like they really fucked up. They literally were booming hard as fuck for like a year, and they were done, dude. I hope that nobody bought anything.
Going to the store and getting a video game?
Nah, not really.
Damn.
Yeah, this is pointless.
I don't really play video games.
You go to the store to get storage for all your games now. You get like for your computer and shit. Yeah, and that's where all your games are at. which is cool because I've just taken my shit off of mine, taken it to my girl's house, and now I'm playing the same shit.
Mm-hmm. Now it's like it's your Xbox.
Yeah, and then I get her, and it's like crack. I get her hooked on the game, and then I leave, and then she's like, "Yo, how much was that shit?"
Right.
I think I might have to get that, but yeah. So that they're done. I hope nobody made any big purchases. Anyone at Redbox, I hope that you didn't spend the money. Because
I think we should highlight what you just said. How healthy healthy trauma. How you have healthy trauma. But healthy ways to bond. Because here's what I'm getting at. A lot of times people bond over their trauma. They be like, damn, you've been through some similar shit. You get why I'm fucked up. I click with you.
That makes things so much easier, by the way.
Yes, but what are some healthy ways? Because you just said video games. I feel like we've talked about, if you and your girl like a show together, that's a healthy way to bond. If it's a healthy show, you can't just be watching.
No. My girl we were watching Sopranos together, and she would like.
We like to watch beheadings together. I don't think
that's put them on a list. No, but I was watching Sopranos with my girl for a little bit, and she never told me, but I could feel her get tight anytime Tony Soprano was off fucking his side chick. And they just made it so normal. Like everyone in Sopranos just has like a side chick.
Right.
And they take care of them pretty well too, so which is like even worse. If you're taking care of your side chick, that's even more disrespectful.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
What if she's a loyal woman?
Just be with her.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you want to
or just be like, "Hey, so I'm fucking this chick and we doing it."
Oh, I respect that.
Yeah,
that. Don't hide it.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
But there's nothing wrong with treating her like a lady. You don't got to treat her like a whore just because you're
money's on the dresser.
Just because you're an infidel. Right.
I just know that I would feel worse if I was out here whining, dining a chick and then being like, "Oh, baby, I can't go see you because I'm broke." That's crazy.
Oh, well, then that's two different things.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's two different things.
Or I can't see you because I'm too busy with my side chick right now.
But if you're like, you and your, like, I don't know, you're taking care of home, and you and your girl are just in a rough patch, y'all arguing, and you go out to clear your head, because there's a difference in whining and dining. Like, yo, I want to go enjoy a nice meal, and I want some company. That ain't me tricking or...
Okay, I can see that.
That's just me. Yo, I want to go to this place, and I don't want to go there by myself. I want to go with somebody that potentially I probably get along pretty well with. And the mood, and I'm not advocating for having a side woman. I'm just advocating for why Tony may treat this woman well.
Me neither.
Like,
me neither.
It's possible that he really cares about her.
Yeah.
Like,
well, he did.
And he's like, I still care about my wife, but I also care about this woman.
Yeah. So you're saying, basically, if you can handle it, then A-okay.
I'm saying honesty is the best policy.
Okay. Word. That ended up being a lot more beautiful than I thought it would be.
Be honest. Be honest, Tony Soprano.
There you go. We gotta be honest Tonys out here.
Oh man, that's rough.
No, yeah, facts. No, but so yeah,
I don't got the resources for that.
Honest Tony. I mean, I don't know. I feel like with big things, like the big things in life, I'm pretty good about like making the right choice and feeling good about my choices. But like little, small, embarrassing things are way big for me for some reason. You know? Like if you were like, "Hey, I'm upset that you did this," I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry." But if you go like, "I know this is kind of weird, but did you do this?" I'm gonna deny the fuck out of that. I didn't do that. That wasn't me. What do you mean? No, I don't sleep with my socks on. You crazy. Like, just shit like that. I don't know why. Small, little, societal, making fun of me for 30 seconds shit. I'll lie about that. Like, did you just fart? No. Like, it sounded like a fart. It smells like a fart. I don't know, dog. It might be something in the room. I don't fucking know. That's me.
Man. If I care about a woman, specifically in relationship-wise, like, I'll feel bad about lying to her.
Well, that's normal. That's a good trait to have. You're not supposed to feel good when you lie to somebody.
I know that, but what I'm saying is I'll feel bad enough, like in the sense of I'll know that maybe she wants me to lie. and I'll be like, I can't.
She wants you to lie so that she could still believe that the story's going,
Yeah.
or what? Like
Yeah.
to feel like she doesn't want the story to take a turn.
Yeah.
So she would rather be like, "Hey, can you not tell me the truth?
Yeah.
Just so we could like keep this imagination." Right. Is it okay? I have a question for that. Have you been in something like that?
Yes.
How does that feel? You feel like a freedom, or do you feel like kind of like fucked up,
Hell
or
no.
like
I feel
what do you feel like?
I hate myself.
Really?
Not
Even though
hate
she
myself,
wants you to lie to her.
Not hate myself, but like, yeah. Like if she wants me to be like just play pretend, I'll be like,
You just feel inauthentic.
I'll be like, damn. Even if I wanted to do it, now I feel compelled. Like, damn, I'm a second guess now. Like
her interactions and her intentions, or what do you
like
mean?
if it's like, I this is something that happens that you see a lot. I would say on Twitter, like guys don't buy flowers anymore.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I think that that's bullshit. I think that it's fucked up that the women who get flowers don't be like, nah, guys buy flowers.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just
yeah.
not getting flowers.
Yeah. Well,
because
it's
if you're going to a guy, buy me flowers, even when he buys them, you're not going to want them.
No.
And number two, like he's gonna when he has to think of that himself to feel good about it.
Yeah, you gotta be like, oh man, I thought about my girl. I'm gonna get her some shit, and then feel like, man, that's kind of player. Like I just thought about my chick and then got her some shit just cause.
Right.
Yeah.
It can't be like
if she's asking for that shit and you get it, that's some simp shit.
I don't even know if that's simp shit.
Well, to me,
a woman should be able to ask you for something, but I'm feeling like I'm doing you a solid or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's a favor at that point.
But it's weird because it can be I feel compelled. Oh, it's your birthday. I should get you a birthday gift. But if it's like, what'd you get me for my birthday?
I ain't getting you shit.
Then it's like, and it better be good. And then I'm like, damn.
I'm gonna get you a McDonald's gift card.
I might have thought of something really thoughtful, but now I'm second guessing it because it's not this.
It's like when I was talking about being a sociopath as a kid, and when they would ask me, what do you want for Christmas? I would ask for some cheap shit, hoping that they would like
overlove.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some people don't do that. They do the opposite of that, which neither of those things are the right thing to do. You should just ask for what you want.
But see, that's the thing. If some people be like, yo, let me ask for too much, so if you undercut me, I'm still good.
Oh, that's whack.
But that's what I'm saying. If you ask for too much and I undercut you, you're automatically gonna be disappointed. Like, I'd rather, and I try to do this, under promise and over deliver.
Yeah, okay, I feel that.
I try to play it down like, nah, it ain't gonna be that crazy, but in my mind, it's like, nah, make it as crazy as fucking possible.
Okay, dope. I see that. I do the same because I'm a big fan of low expectations. I think low expectations are the best. You can still want things for yourself and fucking, work for them, but expecting someone else to follow anything that you plan for them is a great way to set yourself up for disappointment.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. People, I mean, look, I'm someone
What
who...
What if you plan together? Is it unrealistic to
that's
expect
50,
that person
at
to
that
follow
point,
that plan?
At that point, it's 50-50, bro. 60-40 maybe. Because...
And if they decide to not follow that plan, are they wrong?
No.
Even if they had input on the plan.
If they go...
Like you two have a plan together.
Yeah, and if they go...
One of you is following the plan, and then like Tony Soprano says, fuck the plan. I got a new plan.
Okay. Well, it goes like this, man. If you let me know as soon as your heart changes...
Oh, okay.
Then we good.
If we have...
If you've been faking...
We sit down with the terms and conditions.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you've been faking the funk for like the past couple months and shit...
And now we're back. All right. No, go ahead and continue what you're saying.
Then that's kind of funky because you were doing like a trial of like, what would it be like without this person? Could I do better? And it's like, bro, take the chance or don't. Appreciate what you got or get the fuck out. You know what I mean?
So how many days do you get to be unappreciative? How
Damn,
long?
okay.
How long before you have to bust out the terms and conditions? Like, can you chalk it up? Oh, we just in a funk right now. Let me wait till the weekend. Let me wait till next week. Let me wait till Valentine's Day is coming up. Let me wait till after Christmas. You know, niggas they try to pay like, yo, I don't want to do it this time. I don't want to do it around this. This kind of fucked up. Or the same thing with the girl. Like how long should you? As soon as you think I may not want to do this, you should bust out the terms and conditions. Because I'll feel that way in an argument out of anger, like, yo, I can't fuck with this person. This person has me angry right now.
You got to know yourself at that point.
And I can't be around someone that's going to have me angry because I don't want to be angry.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I'm not angry, I'm like, oh, nigga, you was tripping.
No, yeah. That's something you just... That's more of a self-knowledge thing than a relationship knowledge thing at that point. Because I've been through times like that where me and my girl, we've had arguments and shit and yada yada. And it's just like, I feel like I want to go out and fucking... like, see what else is out there, because, this ain't fucking feeling too good right now and shit. And then, fucking 30 minutes later, I'm like calling her crying and shit. I'm sorry, I didn't mean what I said. I said some fucked up shit. I didn't mean to say that shit. I'm sorry. And she's a fucking saint for ignoring that shit and, like, not ignoring it, but, like, knowing who I am and how I am and being like, this motherfucker's wild and he's gonna catch me in like 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I do the same for her. I feel like she's gone off on me a couple times where I'm just like, we're gonna pick this back up in 30, and things are gonna be real different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes I know that's coming, and I'll just like let her get her shit off. And sometimes I know that's not coming, so I'll have to pry it out a little bit, and so we'll argue, and that's where the arguments come from. It's like when I feel like, oh, like she's not even trying to see my side. Then I'm going to try to make you see my side a little bit. And even if you deny me of it, I'm going to let you sit with it. And then we'll talk again. And that's usually been like the most, the easiest rhythm.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel you, man. I feel you. Because I feel what you're saying by like what making you angry specifically is not being, excuse me, y'all, I'm sorry about that. Is not being heard or understood.
Yeah.
Like not like you're given the safe space to be like, all right, I'm gonna hear you out. Get your shit off. I'm gonna take it in. I'm gonna give you feedback on it. I'm gonna let you know what points I agree with, what I don't. Now, let me give you some amendments to the terms and conditions.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let me give you some amendments, and when it's like, no, I don't want to hear none of that. We're keeping the terms and conditions. That's when it's like, oh, well, I just told you I'm not cool with these terms and conditions.
Yeah. I don't
and you
like
said
them.
fuck all that.
Mm-hmm.
How then?
How do we get past that, or how do we where do we go from here?
That's what I mean by the hey, nah, we just pretending now. Just pretend.
Okay. But like, what are you pretending?
That this is what it still is. Like that we still are good, that we still are buddy, that we didn't have that argument, that we didn't say that thing, that we didn't cross that line. Like,
yeah, I've done that with my girl a few times. She gets mad. I was never really allowed to like argue it out as a kid. It was always like, shut the fuck up, this is what it is. And so
that shapes you.
Yeah,
as a person.
Yeah, and I've been an asshole a few times in arguments and like, whatever. But I've had to hold in. I like not had to, but I felt like I had to hold in some shit just to get past it. Like, I'm not fucking with you right now, but I know I'm gonna fuck with you later, so it's all good.
So you have I'll say this about me. I try to have a few things. Many things make me angry, but there's few things that I won't just let go.
Okay.
Like, I'll get mad and I'll bring it up and I'll discuss it. But if it's like a point where it's like, all right, I'll weigh, is the relationship or friendship with this person worth this piece of bread we're arguing about? Like,
yeah, and that's something you always have to keep in the back of your mind when you're working with anybody, really.
We both seen that in action with both of us where it's just like, all right, bro. Chalk it up, man.
Yeah.
Chalk it up to the game.
Yeah. No, for sure. And, we've all done that, like, and that's not just exclusive to romantic relationships.
Exactly.
I've let a lot of people...
Work.
Yeah.
That's with friendships.
Oh, yeah.
That's any type of community. At the church, you may have to do that.
Oh
Even,
yeah,
like in the street, if you got your clicker on and you waiting for the parking spot and somebody pull in, you gonna say something.
Yep.
But at church, you gotta do hallelujah.
Yeah,
God is good.
Yeah, jerk off and then drive off.
Exactly.
And shit.
Then
Yeah.
you gotta go in there and praise the Lord.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer in getting the hate out, like in traffic. That's a great way to like. I get it all out my whole week and everything. Like I'll just yell at people. Like I never use my horn, but just the me yelling at this guy for cutting me off. I don't feel so bad about that shit my mom told me a couple weeks ago. They really had me fucked up now because I got to yell at someone, and he doesn't know, and he's low key deserves it. He cut me off, so it was like a guilt free like calling someone just everything, bro. Like just the shittiest shit. I like going off on people.
I feel bad. I don't believe in God more than when I'm in modes of transportation.
What do you mean? Like
If I'm in a car or on a boat or flying, if I'm in anything that moves mechanically, that's when I believe in God.
you give a prayer?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, God, get me there safe. And if I get cut off in traffic, I'm like, God just wanted me to get there on His time. I'm not.
There you go.
I'm not
There you
mad
go.
at all. And that's why I enjoy. We live in California because I'm such a better driver. Hi, and I know that's terrible to say, but like, I'm letting everybody in the lane. I don't give a fuck. I'm like,
you're a nicer person.
I'm on the great. Listen. I can't even get into an argument.
Yeah. I hate when you have to argue with somebody and you're high, and you're like,
oh, you ain't even got it.
I don't even got it in me to fucking. I could fuck you up right now if I didn't smoke this blunt 30 minutes ago.
You know why you hate that? Because then when you're not high, you'll think about that argument.
Everything.
And be like, nigga,
Everything, bro. Everything. And yeah, dude, I get mad because I'm just like, it's in my head. I have this like fucking gem of why fuck you. But it won't translate to English. I got a Bitcoin and I'm trying to give you $50 to fuck off. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to transfer this and there's the gas prices are too high and there's a lot of algorithms and it just comes out sounding like well fuck you. And that's not what I meant. I meant like respectively these are the reasons why go fuck yourself. You know what I mean?
I get what you mean.
And then you just sound like an asshole and people don't want to talk to you no more. I'm just like, I was high, dude. I'm sorry. I didn't know what the fuck how to say it.
I think that makes it not okay, but it makes it acceptable. When an asshole can be like, hey, listen, I crossed the line. You don't have to fuck with me.
It's pretty redeeming.
But I'm aware that I crossed the line. And then people, when you do that, people have so much pride and ego that even if they were hurt, they can't be hurt. So that they'll be like, they'll adjust their line for you.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah, they'll be like, nah, the line's here now. It's all good. Just don't go past that.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's because something about us as a society, man. We fucking love to argue, dude. We love to argue, dog. My favorite thing about podcasting is I get just shit on people, and then like they can't see me about it.
That's
they can, thing. But
that's a nature thing. You have to compete not compete, but you have to like to figure out the right way. Things have to oppose. Like there has to be a give and a take, or for there to be a balance.
For there to be a middle.
Not even with war, just like a person has to. The hunter-gatherers, because it doesn't have to be we're fighting each other, but it's still survival of the fittest. The hunter-gatherers, in their time, like farming when it first started, wasn't popular. That shit, they wasted a lot of food because niggas ain't know how to do shit. And somebody saw the long-term vision, and now we're back to it. That's where people are saying ancient aliens came in and gave that information, like saying this is a better way. But at first, being a hunter-gatherer was a more popular thing to do. And then the hunter-gatherers died out. And fucking the people who learned how to farm, they taught white people how to do it. Now look at us. We're in America.
Now we got machines doing it.
Exactly. White people was like, oh, okay. We see what y'all doing.
You know what I hate about society? How come right now the only cool farmers are weed farmers?
You think
they get all the fucking respect, and then
okay,
and everybody
weed farmers are cool and advanced.
Yeah,
but food farmers are dumb and like southern hillbillies
rural fucking
and got shotguns at the front door and fucking each other and incest and all that. You're right, yo. That's crazy. Why is that? I don't even know.
It's because I don't know. We got our fucking priorities.
Maybe avocado farmers get a good name. I don't know. That seems like a fancy thing.
I think it's
I only
because
farm avocados.
I feel like because when you think of weed farmer,
that wasn't offensive. I'm sorry.
That wasn't. Don't worry, it wasn't offensive. No, but I feel like I didn't even hear what you said, so I'm just gonna let it rock. But if you said avocados,
offensive, and they'd be like, "Yo, that wasn't offensive."
But look,
I didn't say no offense. I said that wasn't offensive.
Don't worry, don't be offended. It wasn't offensive what I said. I know you think it might be, but it's not. I don't know, but you said avocado, so I'm assuming something with Mexicans. But
really, all right, I'm glad. See, you see that? You see that? I didn't even mean Mexicans.
But yo, what do you call it? I think what it is when you think weed farmer, you tend to think more independent, fucking cool guy who smokes weed, who's just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna grow this shit.
That's new.
But that's yeah. What I'm saying is,
years.
Willie Nelson used to grow our weed back in the day. You know what I mean? Like those were the guys, the same people that you make fun of for growing corn and potatoes in fucking Nebraska. That's who grew your Northern Lights. So
you know
let's put a little respect on them, right?
Because now a weed farmer is somebody like
Wiz Khalifa
Musk or Wiz Khalifa or something like that. When back in the day, if you thought of a weed farmer, you thought of Cheech and Chong. And, you know, however successful they may have been, they were still Cheech and Chong.
Yeah. I actually have a couple thoughts on Cheech and Chong. They revolutionized not only weed and made it cool, but they brought back like a type of comedy that you only see in the highest forms of comedy, like as far as movies go. Like
what do you mean? What is this?
I would
subgenre?
I would put Cheech and Chong and Lou Adler, who was their producer and director all the time. I would put those three up there with like a Mel Brooks or like a Rob Reiner,
a Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder, bro. Like I put their comedy on that level.
I get what you mean.
They had wordplay like no other. His name is Ralph. The guy fucking throws up. What's his name? Ralph. Shit like that. Give me your license and registration. My license is on the back. What are you talking about? And that's all within the same 3 minutes of the movie. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you mean.
Like and I feel bad because they came out in a time where they were the pioneers of what we have now. And they get their props now, but at the time, dude, like they were just fucking put in a stoner box. They were put in a hot box.
And I get what you mean because both of them had two different styles of comedy. It was kind of like just them were the movie though. Just they were iconic characters. Like it was like watching. Like you see that type of movie, and I'm glad you said it like that. Them being the pioneers, you see that type of movie, and then you see how a movie like Dumb and Dumber can live, or like
oh yeah, bro,
like Kevin Hart in any The Rock movie, or like
Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson.
Yes, you see
comedic duos.
Right.
They're the movie,
and you're right that they were part of a time where that was new. That's why I mentioned Gene Wilder, because at the later years of prime Richard Pryor, he started doing a lot of movies with Gene Wilder.
Yeah,
bro. They were buddying up. That's where you get Blazing Saddles.
Did you know that Blazing Saddles was actually Pryor was supposed to be whoever the one guy that played the black sheriff. He was supposed to be the sheriff. He wrote Mel Brooks wrote that for Pryor and Wilder. I don't know what happened where it didn't get made, but yeah. That was supposed to be the duo. And you could totally see it. The lines. But that guy did his thing. He actually delivered those lines in a way different way than Richard Pryor, but it was also very iconic on his own, too.
I don't fault Richard Pryor as an actor. I think he is just an automatic, like, his ability it's so slept on, because other actors get recognized for this. Someone like Leonardo DiCaprio, when you see him in a movie, all you see is Leonardo DiCaprio, but you still believe that character. You're like, all right, Leo's doing this time. I'm in it.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
Richard,
yeah.
when you saw him, you knew that was Richard Pryor, but you were just like, all right, he runs a casino this time. Oh,
Yep.
he's a preacher this time.
Yep.
Oh, he's this time. And you just rolled with it. And people just chalked that up that, oh, he's funny. We laughed at him. But nah, he would be serious in there. He had heartfelt moments. You had to follow the story, and he led you through it.
Yep. He was I was just watching Harlem Nights recently.
That's a great example.
At work. And he had a way of delivering his lines where it's like, that's how somebody like Richard Pryor, which he only got casted in things that would fit his personality.
Yes.
That's how someone like him would deliver this line or would take in this information and respond. And you see a lot of that in his stand-up. And I noticed that about a lot of comedic actors or like actor/comedians. If you look at their actual stand-up, it's a lot of dialogue. It's a lot of, fucking like Richard Pryor talking to the mob guy, Dracula talking to a wino, a crackhead talking to a cop. Like, you know what I mean? It's always two people interacting.
Way before Nutty Professor, Eddie Murphy was doing, hey, baby. He was doing that on stage, like talking to his aunts or talking to Granny.
He was his dad for like 10 minutes on stage.
Right.
She a Sasquatch. She a Sasquatch.
It's my house. Kiss my ass if you don't like it. Get the fuck out.
Bruh.
I'm drunk. It's beautiful.
That's probably...
He was an ill-ass stepdad.
That's probably
That's
the best.
Eddie's stepdad.
You think so?
No, it is. Him and Charlie.
They had a stepdad?
Yeah.
That's what's up. Me too. I come from a long line of stepdads. Neither of my grandpas that I was told were my grandpas were actually like my blood grandpa. They would put on the most for me, and I consider them my actual grandfathers because they fucking grandfathered me, But I remember like my grandpa.
Yes, they made kids and whatever.
My grandpa on my mom's side, he died when I was like a baby, and then I remember being like 8 or 9, and my mom being like, "My dad died," and I'm like, "I thought he died when I was 5," and she's like, "No, like my dad." I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" You know what I mean? You know what? I met my grandpa for the first time ever.
Breakfast or?
I met my biological grandpa for the first time ever at his funeral.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like death doesn't really like
affect you.
Not too much. There's a couple people that when they die, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with myself. But yeah, for the most part, like I'm just like when I see. It's like Westworld. Like, I can't see what'll hurt me. Like, dead bodies to me just kind of, like, blank out, like, cancel out. I remember how they look, but I don't get, like, a feeling.
I get what you mean.
It's just like a void.
I hate that for other people around me.
I do, too. I feel like a fucking psycho, and they, like, I don't know how to describe it.
People are, like, grieving, and my only process is, like, I'm not necessarily...
Doesn't it feel a little disrespectful?
Yes, it feels like damn.
A little disrespectful.
Like it feels like, and people feel this, like everybody feels this, because when somebody be like, "Hey, what's your mom do?" "Oh, my mom passed," and they are, "Oh, I'm sorry that," or condolences. Like, you ain't do nothing, and you don't really give a fuck. Not that you don't give a fuck, but you didn't know that until 30 seconds ago. It ain't like you about to just suddenly, oh, your mother. It's like, oh, okay, now I know this about you. How do you handle this? That's what it really is. So, like, I don't think that's such a strange thing, because people can understand that. But if someone close to me passes, semi close to me, but I feel like I've had my godmom and my grandmother and maybe some like distant cousins where they were young, but like I don't want to see anybody young die. That'll make me sad.
Oh yeah,
that'll make me sad.
Will you cry? Do you normally cry though, like at funerals?
I didn't cry until I was 29 years old, and I haven't been to a funeral. So I was like, I know how to cry now, and I probably would cry if I went to a funeral.
Wait, like you never cried?
I cried at my grandfather's funeral. I'm lying.
Like,
I gave the eulogy, and I cried at my. No, I never cried until I was 29 years old.
That's some gangster ass shit. I'm not gonna lie. I
It's
mean,
not, nigga. I needed to cry.
It's
I
not
needed to
healthy.
cry.
It's not healthy.
It's not healthy. I needed to
But
cry.
like, if like Mac 10 was sitting next to you, he'd be like, shit, me neither.
Ain't got time for that. It ain't like I didn't want to cry. It just wouldn't come out.
I
But,
feel you. I feel you.
But
My shit comes out, when I don't even want to, bro.
Mm.
I be crying when I'm about to fight somebody and shit. A fucking tear comes out like, don't make me do this.
But like at a funeral specifically, or at that setting of death, I'd be looking at the person like relieved. Like, yo, this person. I've seen people, when I seen them die, they were great people, and I'd be like, yo, they did it. They were living. They were happy with their life.
They made it
to
the end.
Affecting people. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, this is sad for us around here, but I don't feel necessarily sad for them, especially because they were kind of suffering.
Very, very rarely do I think that people die too soon. Also, I have a bit. I've been working.
Like kids and teenagers.
No, definitely that, bro. Like some people get robbed,
bro.
but
I'll be
like
so thankful. Like,
yeah, no, I feel you. But what I'm saying is like after a certain age, and you kind of did your thing, and everybody has their thing that they have to do, man. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like I heard something. My dad said something recently that kind of made me really fucking sad. But also, I'm like, hey, all right, I see you. That's a good way of handling things, and like, fucking just taking shit in stride. Where, we had a nice house. We had, my brothers and sisters, just my brothers, my stepbrothers around. We went to fucking Lake Havasu on trips and shit. And now the family's broken up. We don't have the house anymore. My dad's living somewhere else. All this shit. But we were kicking it the other day, and he's just like, "Man, we had a good run, huh? For a little bit. We had that shit going. Like, we had the big house. We were going to Havasu. I had a Beamer for a little bit. Like,
damn,
shit was tight." And I was like, "Damn, that's sad. Like that, your best years are behind you now." But like, that's a dope way of looking at it. Because there's a lot of people out here that still want to chase that high.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just like, that's even more sad.
Yeah.
I'd rather see my dad cozy up, buying all kinds of Laker gear, wearing only exclusively Laker clothes, with all his fucking gadgets in his house and his bullshit and his projects. I'm like, that's dope. That's how you get old. That's how you fucking age gracefully.
I totally
agree.
And
yeah, he might like to drink a little bit, but I do too, bro. If I had all this time, extra time, and fucking my shit was covered, I'd be getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So like, I appreciate that from my dad, rather than like, you see people getting older and shit, and they fucking do too much.
Sometimes people, excuse me, y'all. Sometimes people get older and they get angry that they're getting older. And I be like, damn. Like
you're mad at God at that point.
That's what I admire about my granny. Just like how you said about your father. Like when I went back home over the holidays, she was still at it. Like woke up every morning, started doing shit, went to work, made sure I had food to eat, like washed my clothes. Like it was just like my same grandmother at 85 years old. And I'm like, damn, yo. Like, she's like, yeah, I got a routine, man. I stay healthy, man. I got to move around. I can't stop. And I'm just like, all right, word. Like, and even how she would talk to me, she was just like, yo, man, look at you. I seen you finally figuring out your routine and all that kind of shit. Like just
that's
giving me
up.
that kind of wisdom and game.
Yeah, I love that.
That's why I'm like, yo, when she passes, yes, I'm going to be sad because it's a moment and memorable, but like looking back on those memories.
She did her thing, bro.
She definitely did her thing. And I'm glad you said that because I feel like when you said everybody's got something to do, like there's a like I don't really know what the Bible verse exactly is, but there's this concept in the Bible where God talks to some type of prophet, some person, and he's like, yo, I have to be worshipped. If you guys don't worship me, the rocks will cry out because there's a purpose for me to be worshipped because I have a purpose. Like the point of this I'm saying is you either live out your purpose or your purpose outlives you. Like what has to be done has to be done. Either you do it in your window or it passes to someone else.
Okay.
That's why like when people have lived out their purpose, they're like, I did it.
I did my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I got that, that moment of clarity. I turned that. I found my weight in salt in the earth.
I think my dad just wanted to be balling for a little bit.
And that's the thing. That purpose or that idea of what it is different for everybody.
He fucking did it though. He was balling for a little bit.
You gotta respect that.
We used to have a golf cart, bruh. How many motherfuckers grew up with a golf cart?
So y'all was living like Grand Theft Auto once you done some missions.
Dog. I'm gonna just say this: the '90s and the early 2000s
you had respect in them.
were great for most families. You don't hear families growing up like they did in the 2000s and the 90s, like going on trips and fucking,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a spoiled kid up until 9/11. When 9/11 happened, an industry change that my mom worked in. She worked in the printing industry. And at 9/11, for some reason, when that happened, that changed, and she had to go back to school and become a nurse.
That's around the time that...
But while she was in school becoming a nurse, that was a pivotal time for me. I was like 10, and it wasn't no more. I couldn't go to private school no more. I was just, it was like, nigga, I couldn't get birthday presents.
Yeah. Things change a little bit.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh, shit, nigga, I've been living lavish for 10 years.
Yeah.
Now I'm a kid. All right. So then I started hanging out. It was weird because
I got in with the bad kids. It was a rough crowd.
Really? Yes. But naturally, that's who I wanted to hang with. Like, not like because I don't even know what it was. And I may be like,
it's probably just what you related to.
That's what I thought it was. But I think I liked the novelty of it.
Like of just, hey, I'm on the block. We out here.
Yes, because I had no business being out there.
You know what, man?
I had no business. I wasn't making money.
You're not the only one.
I wasn't.
Think about how many, that trope of that Midwestern kid that fucking was way too into 50 Cent back in the day and shit. He wore like the baggy jerseys. Like that was in every movie back in the day.
Here's the real reason. I wanted to know that I could run with the Lions.
Yeah. We all want that.
I wanted to know.
A lot of the dumb shit I did was for that exact reason, bro.
I wanted to know, hey, if I get in a fight out here, am I all right?
Yeah.
If I play basketball out here, am I all right? If I see some drug shit, am I okay to handle it? Like,
yeah. I remember I was doing something I really should not have been doing, and the homie...
I was dumb, though. I was bad at it.
Yeah.
Like, if we did a B&E, I got caught.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good. Me and my homies were out here going crazy.
We saw him, and then the cops could break me down easy. They'd be like, listen.
You're not like these other kids, man.
Right. And I'll be like,
damn,
right.
Divide and conquer, huh? These motherfuckers, y'all are dirty. Y'all are terrible.
They already told on you.
Oh. Damn, that sucked. That's sick.
Fucked up. The cops can lie to you.
Yo.
But you can't lie to them.
Word. That's not fair.
But yeah.
Unless you're really good at it.
And my mom would be pissed to hear me say this because I never went without. Mm-hmm. But I noticed the difference in our lifestyle. Yeah. And then by the time she got back to being a nurse, I was out of the house, my nigga. I was gone. I was like,
yeah, I feel you.
I was doing 6-7 years, man.
It's a little cold over here. I think I might hit LA. See what LA's talking about.
She was getting mad at me for dumb shit too. Like, but that's
what happens.
I was the parent.
Yeah.
Like when your mom has to work and go to school, shout out to all the moms that do that, man, because you are a fucking soldier.
Word.
But when you do that, that kid is a fucking... He feels like he's an adult, or she feels like she's an adult. She's cooking for herself. She has to iron her fucking school clothes. She got to get to school on time. She got to make sure you up sometime. She got to when you leave. My mom is good for this. And damn, I'm rambling now, but I felt bad over the holidays.
I like this. I like to hear stuff like this.
I used to make fun of my mom for this.
Oh,
and now that, damn, it's crazy.
Nah, but here's the thing: crazy. As kids, you make fun of everything.
I made fun of my mom for this, and I thought it was like a playful thing that we did.
Yeah.
But I went home recently and made fun of my mom for the same thing, and now seeing it in a different light, I was like, oh shit, why am I saying that? My mom, my grandfather's daughter, so her dad, he was the one who had Alzheimer's and dementia. And I know what that was when I went through that. I play the piano and do shit like Sudoku
To
just
make
to
sure.
try to make sure my brain, just to try to halt a
Make
little
sure
bit of
you're
that.
still on point.
When I was a kid, would always make fun of my mom. My mom loves drinking tea. She drinks tea every day. And sometimes she'll put the teacup in the microwave and then forget she did. And then I'll open up the microwave to put some in there, and it'll be a teacup in there. And I'll be like, you forgot you were making tea? And I'll make fun of her, and she would play with me. But I went home and did it, and she was like, oh. Like, she
felt she was embarrassed at that time.
And I was like, damn.
Well, the context is different.
Oh, shit. I was like, I'll make you tea right now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I felt
Don't worry.
terrible.
I'll take it out the microwave. You want me to put an extra 30?
I felt like a monster because I know you. I saw it and I was like, damn, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay, I feel that. I don't have any of that. I'm still bitter. I'm a bitter kid. I don't know why. It bothers me sometimes. I'm like, why do I harbor this shit still? Yeah, so I don't have that yet. But no, I feel like context is different at that point. When you're a kid, you don't know what's going on.
That's right.
You're just like, fucking mom, she always forgets her shit. You know?
And then when you forget everything and you realize all the shit that you be like, damn.
And
my mom was doing that at 30.
Yeah.
Like my mom had 4 kids at 30. And had a crib and, it was living lavish. I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Pre 9/11, it was like,
it was crazy, huh? It was going up.
Not crazy, but I went to private school.
Yeah,
and it was a nice school. And like fucking, I don't know, we're learning different shit, and I gotta wear. I feel like that shaped part of my personality to this day, because like, I remember when I went to public school, it was a lot of, why the fuck do you talk like that?
Okay.
Are you afraid to curse? And I'd be like, all right, man.
You know, I feel bad.
Grade. Why do we gotta curse?
I perpetrated that, bro. I did that to Left Swift so hard, bro. He went to the private school I purposefully started doing shitty ass school for to not go to. Okay, maybe that's something I feel. That's something I'll atone for that.
That's when I was super into Dragon Ball Z, and that's also when niggas was like, "Are you gay?"
Because you liked anime and shit.
I don't know if it was because I like it. I think it's just because of the way I talked. I was a little kid.
Yeah,
I was flamboyant. I was like Kel Mitchell from Kenan and Kel.
You liked orange soda.
I didn't like orange soda, but I liked, hey, what up, y'all? Like I was just a little kid.
I see a lot of that. I see a lot of that in you.
Having fun. I didn't think it was feminine.
You were more on that Pickle Rick shit.
Yes.
You're on a Wubba Lubba Dub Dub type shit.
I was wildin'. Yeah, I loved it.
You were Wubba Lubba Dub Dub.
And I had to learn that this wasn't acceptable. But it was a reason I was wildin'. I didn't know what this was, but
you were overcompensating.
I don't even know. It might have been that. It was I wanted to be liked, but it was also, I'm telling you, bro. Maybe that is why I do stand up, because I want to be liked. But the feeling of being in class and ringing one off, is like
nothing better.
Especially if you get the teacher.
I miss the audience. I miss the audience.
If you get the teacher to laugh, you're like,
yep.
You know what? Put me in detention.
I'm doing all right.
Good. Right.
All right.
And I was a pretty bright kid, so the work was boring.
Really?
Yeah, like fucking times tables up until 4th grade.
Okay,
shit is easy.
Were you a good student?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I could get good grades.
Was not after a certain point. I feel like
I was a good student until like maybe 10th grade. And I was like, nigga, I done did it.
I don't know.
Graduate off these credits, nigga. I'm wilding now.
Somewhere around like 7th, 8th grade, I was just like, what's the point? You know?
Like
I think it just happened to me too early. I thought about space too much.
Also, this is wrong. I don't know if they probably still do this. It's wrong to do this, to divide kids.
In what sense? You kind of have to when there's so many.
But that's what I'm saying. It creates, and I don't know if it should, but like, there are obviously special needs. So you feel like they shouldn't be in the classroom with other people, right?
But how do you handle him on the train when you're not in class anymore?
But that's not what I'm asking. How do you handle the kids who this is bored for? Do you put them in a classroom by themselves and call this the smart class?
Yeah.
And let them talk to other people like we're the smart class?
No.
Because that's a very strange thing to do for somebody in the 3rd grade.
Yeah, I used to have the same shit where it's like in like 4th, 5th grade, a lot of my friends started going to like the smart class. and I used to have like for me, my overcompensation was like just shitting on them.
Oh, you think you going to the fucking?
Yeah, dude. It was called Gate. It was like
I get what it
gifted
is.
and talented or some shit.
Yeah, right.
And then so yeah, me and my friends, we used to call it gay and tarded education. And like tarded with an apostrophe.
Yes.
Gay and
You guys are
tarded.
clever. I'm not down. Trust me, hate will fuel some clever.
You see, and I'm just like, I'm smart enough to come up with that. Like, how come I'm not in this class, bruh?
You know why?
I fancy myself quite the
you were
wordsmith.
smart enough, and that's what the teacher
Yeah.
would say. You know, you're smart enough to be in there.
Yeah. That was fucked up.
That is right.
Yeah, you're right. It is classist. It's classist as hell.
Because I got a best friend, and now I'm in this thing, and my best friend ain't,
Yeah.
and he's kind of feeling some type of way towards me. Like, I'm a weirdo, and I'm like, damn, my nigga.
So my brain's no good?
What y'all be doing in there? Oh, word? That's corn. I'm like, all right.
So what's up? I'm stupid? Is that what you're saying? No, yeah, I feel that.
I'm feeling a little healthy. I don't know what it is, but if you've got any type of symptoms, 2 shots will make you forget about them shits.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, I feel that. All right, so
I shouldn't advocate for that.
just, drink a little tequila, bro. Like, burn the throat a little.
Sage.
That's some actually like some Mexican shit. If you got a sore throat, they say drink a shot of tequila.
Really?
And you got to do it lemon and salt style.
Okay, maybe that's what I
And
was.
and it'll
You know what?
It'll clear your shit.
You know
up.
what? I had a sore throat the past couple days.
Word.
And I had lemon and salt on a tequila yesterday.
Get the fuck out. No way.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've felt it before.
Did y'all see how sassy my hand just got? I don't even know if y'all saw that, but I was like, hey, just now. I had my nails
Hey.
like I was shaking a fresh salad with trying to put the dressing right.
Oh.
I was showing off.
Dude. Okay. I had a couple Karen moments, bro. I almost went Karen.
Oh, I'm glad. This is the topic I wanted to get to.
Oh, fuck yeah. That was great. That was hell yeah. Okay, let's get into it. I almost had a Karen moment the other day. It was they gave me a fucking salad at this pizza spot.
Okay.
It felt like a GTA thing. I went to the pizza place and they had like 2 different meals. They're like the one pizza. Yeah. Yeah. And so the dude pulled out the thing with the pizza and the little salad and shit. And so I shook it to get all the dressing on. And when I shook it, that shit was wet, bro. Like it fucking dripped all over me and shit. And I was just like,
the outside was wet.
no, like they fucking, I guess they had the lettuce in water and just went boom and didn't do this, the shake, the after you pee shake, 1, 2, 3,
right.
and then throw it in there. She just went boom, boom. And it was a chick that made it, so that makes sense.
Oh, damn.
You know what I mean?
Hey, you ladies are great cooks. You're great in the kitchen. You can't say things like that.
No,
It's
but
a
I mean,
chick who made it. That makes sense. It was wrong.
No, what
You can't just be.
what I mean is like, when they go to the bathroom, they don't have to shake.
Oh, yes, I do understand.
You know what I'm saying? So like when you get the lettuce, like it's, as a guy, you'd be like, oh man, it's still dripping a little bit. Let me just 1, 2, 3, bam, throw it in the thing. So
You can play this podcast for your father. So
yeah, he'll like it. It's finally the content I've been looking for, man. This guy has all the answers. You're gonna shake when you fucking piss, man. But yeah, so didn't shake it. Lettuce was wet. I fucking shook it and got all wet. And I was close enough to the restaurant where I was like, I think I'm gonna go back. Like I have to go back and get a new salad. But I didn't.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't.
You didn't.
I just ate the watery salad.
Because he's a man.
Yeah. I did go full Karen last week though.
Okay. Give it to me.
So my neighbors, they had this house for a while. They were renting it out. Now it's time for them to live in it.
Yes.
And so they demolished the whole thing. And now they're building a new house. I know it's going to be tacky as fuck. There's going to be ivory towers and shit everywhere. I'm waiting for it.
Ivory Towers is tacky?
When you're the only Greek looking home, like when you are living in the Pantheon.
If you want to do it like that, go live like that.
Yeah, exactly. If you got a Pantheon at your house and then
Nah, man, he's trying to gentrify the area.
yeah, dude. I don't know. But anyways, it's just these guys have been doing construction.
The only smart house on the block.
Yo, facts, he's gonna duplex it, right? But yeah, they've been doing fucking construction, bro, for the longest time, and it's been fine But then like they started bringing in like cranes and fucking dude,
Ooh.
dude.
Digging up dirt. Fucking. They got all types of contractors. They got 2 different contractors
Yes.
and an architect.
Yes, and so
They got the property brothers over there. All right, this episode.
flip this house. They got that one fucking guy from Sears, remember? Move that bus. Why are all those shows they only have like 3-word catchphrases? Flip this house.
Because you
move that bus.
You need to be able to hear it while you're talking to somebody.
And they all shouted and chanted and shit. But anyways,
that's why people love the phrase "suck that dick" or "suck my dick."
Yeah, that's a great one. If you can get a good "suck my dick" chant off,
oh my god,
that's next level power.
New York is built. That's why people love. That's why I say if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. That's because they have occupied the phrase
"suck my dick."
Suck my dick.
Yeah, they really have. Anyways, back to this construction. They fucking the thing is, they start construction 20 minutes before my alarm's supposed to go off for work. So it's not enough to wake up and go back to sleep or wake up and just say, fuck it, I'm going to start my day. Like, you just wake up pissed.
That's like times 10.
If they had started 10 minutes later or 10 minutes earlier, I'd be cool. But these motherfuckers are waking me up at the sweet spot. And they just keep going with the doot all day.
Ooh.
And so I went crazy, bro. I fucking snapped finally after like a week or 2 of that shit. And I went outside and fucking looked at the construction manager's number on the board.
Yeah.
And fucking called them and like, I threatened to call the city, basically.
Right.
And that's the most Karen shit I think I've ever done in my fucking life. Because I was like, I'm just saying.
Proper. That's proper.
It's kind of early. I don't want to call the city, man. I'm just fucking. But when I said it, I just didn't feel right. I felt gross.
It is Karen, but it's proper because you're in your right. You're in your right. That's like on your Saturday when you get to sleep in, but somebody's outside cutting the grass. That's like times 10.
Yeah, that's the
like
worst.
times 10 what you're going. And you got to go through it every day. So I told you, you're in your right. I would say the one step you should have took before is you should have hollered at dude. But
on the crane?
No, not dude on the crane. Whoever's building the house. You should have hollered at them, but they should have also been courteous enough. If you're building your palace on the block, you have to have a community party for the neighbors and have a little barbecue. Feed them and be like, hey, we're going to be building a house here. We're sorry. Send a little basket. Do something. You got to show, hey, my bad. Or at least let them know, hey, at 6:20 in the morning, we're going to have the workers here.
Way too early, by the way. You got to start at 8.
You got to start at 8?
You can start construction.
Workers need daylight.
And this is why,
as soon as it is daylight, they're like, oh.
This is why it's Karen, because I looked up the rules. I looked up municipal codes.
Oh, so you wanted to have your facts when you called?
Yeah.
You wanted to be able to be like, yo, no, I'm on my shit.
No, I know what I'm doing. So you could start construction at 7. But big machines such as tow trucks, cranes, or those fucking dump trucks, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. It's different in certain regions. So check your local listings. But yeah, I went full Karen. I did my research. I called. I threatened to call the city. And they stopped. So that was cool. But I just felt gross about it.
I want to complain about a Karen. I didn't go full Karen, but I was Karened recently.
You got Karened?
I got Karened.
Damn, someone Karened you, huh?
And this is what I hate about being Karened.
What about it?
This is what I hate because I hope you trust me, Lou, when I say this. I'm a respectable black man.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I know what that is. So,
if you pulled up to my grandma's house, she'd be like,
she would let me in, and I would know how to act. And by the time I left, she'd be like, invite him over anytime.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Invite him over anytime. And I know how to act. I'm a respectable black man. But what I'm saying is,
that's so wrong.
I don't even take it wrong. I know what it is. I know what it is.
I know. I'm just saying.
But I'm saying, as a respectable black man, the fight that I fight is different. It's always, I ain't got to worry about him being black. So
then when you do black it up a little bit.
So then if I feel that from anybody black, I can quickly be like, hey, nah, not happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Especially a man. I like that. Those usually be my fastest friends. Somebody who tries to play me is not black enough, and I get to look them in the eyes and be like, "You want to figure out?" And normally they'd be like, "Oh, word. Do you want to figure out?" And I'm like, "I'm glad you said that. Now we can be friends. We can actually talk."
Mm-hmm.
So
have a dialogue.
Yes. But with a Karen, if a white lady does this to me, I cower in fear, bro.
What is it?
If she Karens me, but what happened specifically?
But like, what's the phrase? What's the phrase that you hear that you're like, I gotta get out of here?
No, this is what I'm saying. Like, a white woman would just naturally be entitled, and I'm gonna give you an example. But she will just be entitled enough to. This is how society works.
Oh, get with it.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes. I've been going to. I've been drinking pressed fruit juices.
Yes.
Trying to get a little bit healthier.
Yeah.
And
you go to Whole Foods and shit?
I go to Whole Foods.
Yeah.
And when I'm in line at Whole Foods, there's often a white woman who will look at me, size me up. I see it happening. Size me up. They'll see, oh, this is a respectable black guy. And they'll go, hey, I'll be right back. Hold my spot. They'll just go shop.
Like when you're in line to check out?
In line to check out. And it's maybe a long line. And we're in line. And they'll just go, hey, hold my spot.
I feel like that's 50-50.
I'm telling you, bruh. They will go and then come back and be like, thank you. And stand in front.
No, what I meant is like I wouldn't know how to take that. Like if that's a thing that's happening to me often,
I wouldn't let a black person do this.
Why not?
I would let a black person, oh, I'm about to grab this. Dude.
Yeah.
That's cool. I wouldn't let a black person just leave.
Why is that?
Because there's no need for me to do like this is equivalent to this to me. And you can tell me if I'm wrong, but this is equivalent to this. You just go in the store and shop and you walk in the line and you see me and you go, "Oh, can I get in front of you?" It's like, "All right."
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't let a black person do that because I've had that, like, especially as soon as the pandemic came, when you had to be outside of the store for mad long in line, black people would come up like, "Hey, what up, bruh?" And I'll be like, "I don't know you. I have to wait in line." And I didn't feel like an Uncle Tom. I'd be like, "I see what you're trying to do, bruh. I know you wouldn't let me get this shit
You're trying to
off."
squeeze in.
Yes. And no, we not family. Just going on.
They're trying to do like the Larry David Jew thing.
Yes, exactly. And I'm not going to let someone do that to me, but a white woman will go, and I don't know if this is the Larry David Jew thing, but it's like, hey, this is the pecking order. We're in Whole Foods. I dare you to say something. I dare you to make a scene. I dare you to call the security guard over here and let me talk to him as a white woman and let you talk to him as a black woman.
Oh, so you feel like they're big dicking you?
Yes, and they're just like,
oh, I thought you meant like you're doing it out of respect.
I'm not doing it out of I'm doing it out of fear. That's what I said.
Okay.
I have to tuck my tail, and if I seen some big ass black nigga try to do this to me, I'll die checking him. I'm not afraid of that, but I am afraid of a system that will be like,
they can just toss you away.
Yes.
I feel that. I think what you're saying. Let me tell you about your experience. No, but I think that
I hate to make it racial too.
No.
Because I don't think it's racial.
I'm just fucking with you.
I think it's like social hierarchy.
No, it's a little bit racial, but I will say this. I think that I totally forgot what I was gonna fucking say. What was the last thing you said?
Basically, I would fight for it if it was a big black guy. But I'll be afraid if it's a white woman.
Okay.
Who can check me?
Here's my thoughts on that. I think that the very basis to the core of what you're saying, your thesis, as in you're not afraid of the person, you're afraid of the system, is very true, and that's very fucking like it. I have the same fear. Even like if when I used to ride dirty in my last car, like. If I get pulled over, they can just tow my car and I can just be fucked here in the streets.
I did,
and that's it. Wait, hold on. Let me finish. I do think that that's true, but
No, I'm listening.
I don't think that it's so extreme that you not letting someone you not holding someone's spot will get you tossed away like that. Because I know if there's one thing I know growing up in the suburbs, I know white people. And their fears. And so, like, if you were to just be like, nah, she would either have old school racism fear.
Oh, that's how I would have had to handle. I would have had to handle
hold
it
on.
with like super calm, like super
chill. You could just be like, nah, and it would activate her either old racist fear or new white guilt fear.
white guilt.
Yeah. So I don't think it's that extreme.
And then but that's what I'm saying. I want to tell you both though. The reactions to both. Old racist fear. Oh, this gentleman, I was in line and he told me I couldn't stand there. White guilt fear. Oh, this gentleman thought that I was trying to use him. Please let him know. Please, black lady. Can you please let him know? Please, black man who works here. Can you please let him know? So in both situations, the heat's on me. It's just how I have to, and now I have to deal with the heat with calm dignity. I gotta be Barack Obama.
Yeah.
But what if I'm not? What if I'm scared now?
Yeah.
And it's not easy to be Barack. It's easy when you're prepared and when you know a situation's coming to be Barack Obama.
Yeah.
When it's just like, yo, I'm in the store because I'm hungover and I'm trying to get a sandwich. And it's
yeah.
It's because here's the reason I would say, because it just jogged my memory, because I Karen'd and now I feel bad for it. And it was a social hierarchy. I was at a hotel and there was an African guy at the desk.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like they were treating me bad. Not even that. I just felt entitled.
I feel like there's a little bit. Oh, really?
Because
I was going to say.
I wilded in there on him a little bit. He was trying to say to me, yo, I have to explain to you. And I was saying to him, let me tell you exactly what I said so that you can know how big of an asshole I was.
Okay.
You don't work here. I'll pay for it. So you don't get to lecture me. Oh, no, I said, I don't work here. You do. I'll pay for it. So you don't get to lecture me. Because he was trying to explain to me whatever was going on.
You were big dicking him.
Because I was explaining to him my problem. And he was like, no, well, this, that, and the third. And I was just like, I don't want to hear none of that.
Yeah.
Handle it. And he was just like, well, I'm not handling it until you listen to me. So he big dicked me back.
Which is fair.
Completely fair. And I just had to take it.
Yeah.
And I was pissed.
He works there.
You
don't. Your own argument backfired on you.
Liu Kang, I'm kicking it right now.
Yeah.
I wish, just for experiment factor, I could relive that
as a white
10-minute situation as a white woman and show you the difference.
Oh, yeah.
And show you how he would have acted. Because I did it. I knew all the rules. I called corporate. I was calm. I was respectful. I said, please, sir. I said this, bro. I was like, sir, I just got my lunch. I'm diabetic. I really have to get to my room to eat. I'll pass out here.
Yeah.
I knew what to say, bro.
Damn, that was good.
I knew what to say.
That was good.
I knew how to act. And then I was like, sir, do I have to call corporate? Do I have to?
Let's go.
Here was the big dick moment. Here was the big dick moment.
Here, let's shift a little bit.
I'm sorry.
No,
Here was the big dick moment, and then I'm wrapping up. I said, sir, I don't feel comfortable. Do I have to call the police? And then he went, go ahead.
And
I was like,
he called you.
I don't want to call the police.
He's like, I'm just joking. I'm just fucking with you, dog. I can't eat upstairs. My bad.
I was super humble. After that, because that was my trump card.
Yeah. Literally.
That was my last play.
Yeah.
That was my last play. That was my Hail Mary.
Yeah. That's
Once
so
that
funny.
didn't work, I was like, all right, man.
All right, you're right. I'm wilding. My bad.
I was like, yo, I apologize, man.
You want me to smoke this outside? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. But if I could live that as a white lady for like 10 minutes, if I could, what was that movie with Chris Rock where he was a white guy?
Trading Places?
No, that's Eddie Murphy.
Oh, that is Eddie Murphy.
Down to Earth. The white guy died. And he had to go to this old rich white guy's body.
Nah, I haven't seen that.
He was singing DMX. Damn. All right, word.
I'm gonna put that on the list somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, that's funny. I don't doubt that white women get their way a little more often than not, but I do also think that you could tell a bitch to find her own fucking spot in line. You know what I mean? That's fair. This is America at the end of the day, bro. You could tell a bitch to fuck off.
Yes.
I actually seen the opposite of what you're talking about. I seen people yesterday on my way here to the studio. I was at Ralph's, and it was like it was the battle of who's gonna whose energy is gonna out energy, and it was this homeless dude, and he was trying to buy a Truly, and he was big dicking everybody. You know what I mean?
Yes. You know what? Homeless people, big dick, everybody. Because
They don't give a fuck.
They know that everybody else has a fuck to give. And they know, yo, I don't give a fuck. Who in here don't give a fuck?
And we'll go toe to toe.
Yes, and we'll stand up to that in this moment. Like, you may have the energy, you can get there, but you got somewhere to go. Yep. I could do this all day.
and this poor old Asian couple, man, they got big dicks so hard by this.
Where were you?
At Ralph's right here in downtown.
In the grocery store.
Yeah.
It always happens.
It always happens
there,
dude.
That's a place.
That's the last place you can hit your kids still.
Can I say this? The grocery place is where every class has to go.
Yeah, everyone's got to eat.
Broke people, people with money. You'll see. I see doctors in the grocery store.
Yep.
Top level engineers, and you also see everybody.
This
goes
is
to the
America.
grocery store, and everybody gets into it.
Yeah, and so this poor old Asian couple got big dicked by this homeless guy. He was like, come on, man, I just got fucking just this thing. Can I go in front of you? And they were like, fine, just don't touch me, you know? And
please don't breathe on me.
Yeah. And then so he's behind this other guy. Is like this it's a black. Let me describe the type of black guy he is.
Yes.
He was wearing like matching sweatsuit. Definitely drives Mercedes.
I totally know what. Okay. Just so I can understand, I have a guesstimation. I don't know if you want me to guess, but tell me the age.
35 and to 40.
He's 50, but he looks nice.
Yeah.
Black don't crack.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
I know what guy you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know this older gentleman. He's got 14 of those suits.
Yes. And they all cost way more than you think they do. If you were to ask him how much that suit costs you, he'd be like $400 or $500.
Yeah.
What? But yeah, so it was him, and then behind him was the homeless dude, and they were just big dicking each other. And see,
they both got too much to prove. Oh my god. Damn, that's a WrestleMania match right there.
and look,
go ahead.
As soon as the guy pointed it out, like, man, this motherfucker behind me.
Yes.
Everybody backed up a little bit.
Because they know, oh shit, the match is on. Because they know the rule is don't acknowledge him. And when you don't
acknowledge them,
when you don't acknowledge them, they realize, oh, I'm a ghost. Let me just float somewhere else. But he was just like, nah, nigga, not in my space. I got cologne on.
Yep.
I got my rings on. I listen to the Gap Band, Get Down. I listen to something on the way here. Like, I'm in my mood.
He's a time capsule, that guy. That guy's a time capsule for sure, bro. What Ballin' in 2004 looked like.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And so they were like fucking with each other. And then it was kind of like the opposite of what you were saying, of like the Karen thing of, oh, you're expected to be some type of way and to act some type of way. Everyone like was just like, oh, like let bro be bro. You know what I mean? You know, because normally if, let's say it was like some old like white guy, like, get this fucking stinky bum away from me, man. Like they'd be like, sir, what is your problem? We are all equal. But since it was like, you know, fucking,
I don't know what this gentleman looked like, but by the way you're describing him, that has nothing to do with race, and that's what I love about our friend
he was
group.
actually a white homeless guy.
He was a man. I'm talking about the guy who was trying to check him.
Oh yeah.
That's why they were like, yo, let him do it, because people recognize, yo, let him rock.
Yeah.
He's saying what we're all trying to think.
This is what LA is all about.
Right.
You let this play out.
Even on the bus, bruh. Even on the bus, if I see a homeless guy being creepy to a lady, there's something in me. I'm going to step in. I'm going to be like, hey, bro, get the fuck out of here.
Yo, relax. Yeah.
Like I'm not just going to let it rock.
Nah, I used to have to check the old paisas around North Hollywood and shit. I'd be walking around with my, it was like after high school. Like, I was in high school, but the bell had rung, and we're walking around, and just fucking old creepy Mexican dudes would just be looking at my like 15-year-old, 16-year-old friends, and I finally had to check in fools. And it's just like, just because you look like my uncle doesn't mean I'm not gonna fucking.
You're not gonna say something. Yeah, you learned that early.
Yeah, bro. Like, come on, dog. Relax. And that's why I love LA, and that's why I love New York. Shout out to New York, people in New York. If we're like a correcting system where there's so many different extremes.
I'm glad you said that.
And one person does not fuck with what that guy's doing, and another person does not fuck with what he stands for. So we all check each other, and by the end of the day, it's just like, hey,
better.
man, yeah.
That's why we need confrontation and war. Not on that level, but that's why we opened the podcast with this. Do we need to go at it? Yes. Does there need to be two different sides? Yes. Does there need to be a need for an argument? Yes, because it makes us better. It just has to be a healthy argument. Don't trauma bond. Don't bond over trauma. Bond over some healthy shit. Bond over your favorite foods, your favorite music, your favorite plays.
Facts.
Your favorite, if you like comic books, if you like a certain type of porn, bond over that. Just bond over something with good vibes going. Don't bond over, the shit that hurts you and make you angry and makes you resent and makes you question. Don't bond over that shit. All right, I'm preaching now.
It's true, because sometimes I'll be bitching.
Are you on Twitter?
Nah, not at all.
All right.
But sometimes I'll be bitching about like
because it was some crazy shit.
My family shit. We'll get to it. Right. I'll be like bitching to my girlfriend about like some family shit, and she'll back me up. But sometimes I feel like I gotta check myself, because that's my girl and she's gonna ride with me and she's gonna back me up no matter what. So sometimes I feel like, are we just like together in a room ending up sounding like fuck you, mom and dad?
Yes.
But then sometimes she's like, no, I just put myself in your shoes and like, you're not wrong for what you're saying. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But no, I do feel like, you do have to check that trauma bond for sure, or else you could end up just bitter.
To compound on a trauma bond, I know you're not on Twitter, but this is a video. You can edit this out. But basically, this preacher today, this was going crazy on Twitter.
I saw it.
You saw it? He spit in his hand? All right, cool.
No.
Oh. I haven't seen this either, but this is disgusting.
What I'm telling you?
He spit in his hand twice.
It was a nasty spit,
What
too.
I'm telling you, it's just as he's physically standing here, knowing what's coming. God's saying, can you physically and spiritually and emotionally
I do not trust this pastor.
Be able to stand? When getting the vision or receiving it might get nasty.
He's too young for me.
I'm going to say it in a point just like that.
I don't trust him.
Receiving vision from God.
He's too young to be a president. You don't trust him as a preacher.
No, not at all.
You mean, God, I just bought
this guy's a plant. He got paid.
faith.
He's a hired actor.
It has to be. My dream car. And now you're going to ask me to sell it back and ride
on the
in the hoopty again?
Oh.
I know, right?
Yeah, because the vision I'm about to give you.
He seems way too happy about this. He's too excited. Look at that.
Oh!
And do you
the stringiness? The stringiness for me. That's disgusting, bro.
Yes, like it is.
What
no
I'm
nasty.
you,
that shit was
it's
dripping
how
down
you
his
just
face like,
reacted.
come.
It's how the people in your life will
I
react.
can't. I don't think we can say that
When
word
God is
on.
doing what it takes
I'm gonna do that take again.
for
That
the
shit was
miracle.
dripping
What
down
do you
his
say?
face like skeet, skeet, skeet.
This man was blind.
Like seminal fluid.
Exactly.
And what he was trying to
My DNA. Fuck that.
And that little laugh
point,
at the end too. Like
the point I'm making is about trauma. Especially, man, I hate this, man, and I'm glad I get to talk.
You think
to you
people
about
glamorize it?
No, this is what I'm saying. Like, did you go to church at all as a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Word.
A lot, actually.
Word. I know you did. I can tell by the way. I know the certain age when you was like, I ain't going to this shit no more. But I know you went to church. So the thing about
once I started getting random boners, I was like, we got to stop. I can't just be liable to be in church for 2 hours.
Church is the main place you get the boners, because them grannies and them dresses. They was grannies at them aunties and them also, Sunday dresses. They be coming there. They can't go to the club no more. This is what I'm saying. They can't go to the club no more. Shit. They can't go out and party. So when they go and the music's going, that's when they get they They be getting down. They be shaking ass in the church, bro. Yes, but they still be getting it all.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
still want to look
Dun,
better
dun,
than the
dun,
next
dun, dun.
girl on the next pew. They still want to have their little they want to show the pastor something. You never even know. But
church, you definitely are showing out at church.
You definitely are coming on your Sunday best. That's why they call it. Your
Yeah.
Sunday, you're coming on your nines on church.
That's why I like my church. I remember like one of the big guys in the church, like he was very active and stuff in the church. He showed up in just like a South Park shirt a couple times, and he was like Towley, right? And I was like, he gets it. So tell me about this Jesus guy. You got me convinced, bro.
So just so I understand, what did you grow up?
Like religion wise?
Yeah.
I was like, I did all the ceremonies I did were Catholic, but then my mom got tired of me. Okay. And so, like, I would just go with my aunt all the time to Christian.
Aunt was...
She was like, I don't know, maybe Lutheran or something, just straight up Christian.
Oh, okay.
Our pastor was Dominican. I don't know if that makes sense.
Damn, that's a huge ass difference. But I'm glad you got to see both. Because that'll help with this conversation.
Well, I hated Catholicism for the I love the religion now, like as far as like the fact that they appreciate saints and all, and the stories, the redemption stories, and all that shit. But I hated the institution of Catholicism as a kid, and that's what shied me away from church. And then when I met, that other church my aunt took me to, I actually liked it because even though they were a little judgy, they were very like humble and down to earth. And this is the whole church was probably like the size of the studio actually.
I know what you mean.
And they played rock songs and shit, and they were cool.
I love that we get to have these conversations because your perspective is it's naturally like from birth different than mine. So when I ask you questions, it's truly from a place of I'm learning.
I love that. Ask me anything. I'm not the type of person that gets offended at questions.
The point I'm making is that we just watched that video with this guy wiping spit on his face.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
I know where he got that from, though.
But I'm saying, I've noticed and you probably will, and it'll probably tie into what I'm saying. I've noticed the chokehold that preachers specifically can use, or that religion can use, on a community, especially a community that is used to doing bad or suffering. They will use suffering as you're doing this for a purpose. You're doing this for a goal. Yes. It's like you're suffering for this to get to the end.
I do that too.
You need to deserve wiping spit on your face, and it's like the type of person who would do that to me is the type of person who would do that. There's a difference between...
The type of person that would make you do that?
Yeah, the type of person...
That's a bully.
There's a difference between a leader and a cult leader. And a cult leader is, you guys suffer so that I can live good. A leader is someone who's like, yo...
We all doing this together.
Not even that. I'll go through it
for you
so that you don't have to.
Yeah, I'll put spit on my face.
Yes. So,
here,
in order for all of us to get in, all of y'all got to spit on me?
That's a sexy-ass church, by the way.
All of y'all can come in.
Yeah,
I'll get spit on.
Yeah.
That's the leader because then.
Oh man,
because when you see him, you be like, yo, I can never go through that. I would never get spit on. But if I gotta get spit on so that you can shine,
he's making you drink the milk, the chocolate milk with the mustard,
the Kool-Aid,
and look at him eat
He's
it.
Making you drink the Kool-Aid.
Look at him eat it. That's what he just did to that guy.
He mixed it up and then said, "Eat it." And then said, "Look at you eat it."
Yeah.
Just so people could see him as the guy who says, "Look at you eat it."
Yeah. Why didn't you have him spit in your face?
Yes. To make that point.
You can still make your fucking point.
To make that point. I'm speaking for God.
I'm the messenger.
And I have to get spit on in order to be humble enough to... No, I got on my nice suit, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. He had his Charles Barkley fucking NBA playoff suit on. He was over here fucking doing this. He was doing the Diddy Bop and shit the whole time, and he did that little laugh at the end. Like, I don't believe this guy.
I don't want to shit on every preacher because I feel like there are some great
preachers. No, there's great
some
ones,
great
bro.
Ministers, some great prophets who are out there doing the Lord's work. But I'm saying that with anything where there's money, there's going to be a scam. There's going to be a lick. There's going to be game. There's going to be pimps in
the Bible, they say that all the time. Just watch out for the false prophets.
Okay, I'm giving everybody at home, because we have a lot of viewers that are younger. I want to give you and everybody at home a 1995 test, a 1995 test.
Okay, we'll do this and then we'll get out of here.
All right, cool. 5 questions.
Okay, let's get it.
All right. Have you ever watched a VHS?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Word. Okay. That's
I'm actually
surprising.
I skew a little bit on the older head side, or like older soul side of 95. So I caught a lot of shit early. So I
Okay.
feel like
All
I'll
right,
pass
cool.
this test pretty well.
Okay. Okay. What was the brand of your first cell phone?
Kyocera. Knockoff Nokia.
Okay. Okay. Nokia?
Knockoff Nokia.
God damn, he's 2 for 2. That the Nokia with the snake, I didn't expect that.
That's
I
what
didn't
we used to.
expect
We
that.
used to have Snake on the
I didn't expect
Kyoceras
that.
too.
I didn't expect that. All right, cool. Okay, okay. What time do the street lights come on?
Like 6 o'clock. Is it 5?
It's 5:30. So he wins that. He wins that.
I was gonna say
He's
one
30
of the
minutes.
30s.
He's 30
Yeah.
minutes. He's 30 minutes. 5:30. Ah, damn. You're doing good. You're doing good.
It's
for this-
LA, so it
You're
might
doing good
be
for
dark
this
later.
95
out here.
test. God damn.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. All right. We can wrap it up there.
No, you gotta. That's it.
Okay. I got one more.
I like this. We gotta develop this. We're giving everybody the 90s test
The 90s
from
test?
now on. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We do got to develop. I'll come with some more questions. Okay. 1995. Okay. This is just a trivia question. Who's the
Yeah.
president?
Oh, that's good. 95. I feel like Bush got elected in 2000. So it could have been Clinton.
It was Clinton.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
I just don't know who's before Clinton.
Okay. Who's before Clinton?
Yeah.
You want to know something funny?
What's up?
Bush is dead. So another Bush.
Oh, Bush. Okay, cool. Cool. All
They
right. Hell yeah.
sandwiched him. It was Bush, Clinton, Bush.
Yeah. They had to get that one Democrat off so they think that things are still okay. We're still all
The
right.
pendulum
We're
had
still
to
a little-
swing.
Yeah, a little bit. Get a little bit of reform back, and then we're.
We went from Bush, Clinton,
Mhm.
Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden.
Yeah, it's every 8 years, man. We got to swing
Exactly,
back.
exactly.
There's a little correction and shit. That's funny.
All right,
man.
all right. Last. Okay. All right. It's the 90s.
Yeah.
You get home from school.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Another
yeah.
question. We're gonna develop this idea. I'm sorry.
All right.
It's the 90s.
Mhm.
You stay home from school.
Yes.
What show are you watching on TV?
Ooh. Okay. What are we talking? Basic cable.
Yes.
Cartoons?
Yes.
Oh,
Basic
okay.
cable. Basic cable. It can be a cartoon. It can be whatever. But what
okay.
daytime show are you watching?
As a kid, probably like Dragon Tales and
okay.
fucking what was the chick with the bus? Magic School Bus.
Oh, Magic School Bus. God.
I barely
you in the
missed
talk
that.
shows?
I barely missed that. Oh, bro, Maury, Jerry, fucking Steve Wilkos,
Jerry
like a
was
motherfucker,
crazy,
bro.
bruh.
I grew up in the Steve Wilkos era.
Ah, yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yo, to grow up in the Jerry era and see the Steve Wilkos era, it's crazy to me.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
Steve
yeah.
was literally like
He
just
made
a
his way up.
security.
He made his way up the ladder, dog.
How did he kill? He was just a guy that people loved that he broke up fights.
Yeah.
They like, Steve. The producers like, Steve, they love you.
Yeah. You ever thought about doing your own thing, Steve?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You don't need Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry probably hated him.
He's a good guy. He's doing his thing, but he's past his time. It's all about Steve right now. That's what everybody wants, Steve.
Jerry was like, fuck Steve.
Yeah.
He didn't even give me a part on the show.
Shows up drunk the last couple episodes. Anyways, I don't know. Fuck it. You probably seen him on Steve already anyway. But yo, man, that was fun. Definitely rolling down memory lane is always good on this show. It was a good time. I appreciate you. And yeah, man. Thanks for pulling up.
I'll be less drunk next episode. I promise, guys.
No, it was fun. I like these. We went pretty long, so
We did.
yeah, I like these episodes. This was good. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Let me do that again. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Like always, if you're still here right now listening, hit me up. I will cash app you $1. Okay?
I'll add $1 to it, so it's $2.
$2. Hit us up. We'll give you $1.
But if you meet us in person, he'll give you $1 and I'll give you a $2 bill. So
And if you skip to the end of the video, fuck you for that. Come on, dog. Just watch it. It's $1, dude. Come on. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. We'll be here next week. Follow us on Instagram. And we already repeated that shit so many fucking times. Anyways, we'll be back next week. We love you. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.
Comment. Tell us what you like.
Oh, yeah, that.